Hello everybody, welcome back. My name's Leo and today we are going to be doing some artistic floral macro. Yes, some fine art macro photography. And when Mrs H bought me some flowers home the other day and put them on the counter, and it was like, what am I supposed to do with them? They're all dead. And then I looked and I thought, no, they're not dead. There is plenty and plenty and plenty of images to do there. So I cut the ends off them, put them in a vase and started messing around. Put a bit of light over them and started taking pictures like these. Now, people and fine art think that there's a specific style. There isn't. Your style of photography, your style, is what you want. It's something you like. You haven't got to worry about nobody else out there because you've taken that picture because in your mind you've seen something you like, and that is what photography is all about, especially creative photography and creative macro photography. A subject hasn't always got to be in focus, like I've said in other videos. It can be slightly out of focus. I like my soft focus, shooting on low f-stops, you know, f2.8, f2, f5, f4, getting as close as I can, letting all the background blare out. I absolutely find this works fantastic for me, and it's so simple to do because you don't need expensive lights, you don't really need expensive flashes. You can do this just with your camera because if you balance your settings out, it works perfect. Yes, you can add creative light and get some more, which I'm going to probably do a bit later on in the video. But it's all about seeing something different. I've even taken pictures of bubbles in the vase. Why? Because they was there in front of me, so I managed to take the pictures, and that's what I did. I just took them because they was there. Something caught my eye, and that's what we're going to look at today. It's about something catching your eye. So these are going to be my best friend for today. Yes, these old flowers, and like I says, the roses have got dark marks on them, but I like colours. I know I can get close, intimate, and pull some nice shapes and shadows and reflections out of them. I'm hoping to do some black and white with them. These little purple ones here, I don't know what them called, I couldn't tell you, but these ones here are really nice, and like I said, I've done some pictures of them as you've seen now. So them are quite nice. The leaves make great backgrounds. These ones up here really aren't the best, and I'm just sort of dying off now, but we can have a look at the stamens on them and things like that to look see what we're going to get. We'll get lots of images. Like I says, just the bubbles in the glass here I've been taking pictures of. It's simple. This one simple bunch of flowers I have taken dozens and dozens of shots of, and I'm quite proud of them. I'm using nothing special today. What I'm actually going to be doing is just using this R1 with my 60mm lens. I love this 60mm lens because it goes down to f2.8. This is ideal for this sort of photography because I can get one thing in focus, one tiny little detail in focus, but then I can have everything else out of focus, and I can just bring the f-stops up to introduce more details to it. Because we're at a lower f-stop, this means that we can control the ISO better, we can control the shutter speed better, so we can do handheld shots without tripods. We can just look around, literally look around the flower, find it, go in and take a picture. That is how simple it is. That is really how simple it is going to be today. I'm going to start off today with ISO 200, f2.8, and 1/80th of a second for my shutter speed. This is more than enough for this, but this gives me perfect lighting to get what I want. Now I'm hoping to put a bit more light into it because I want it more dreamier, but you know, that's all it is. Now my manual focus, and what I've done is I'm going to lock it off at 1:1 straight away. This is because now I can move in and out and I determine where I want to focus. What you want to be doing as well is just looking around your subject before you even start, taking a look and seeing if you can see any compositions. Now I find that if I look through the camera and then follow the camera around in my hand, I can get better compositions that way. That way then I can move and I can see what I want and what I don't want, and it's just a case of taking shots and seeing what you get. like I said, I like these roses, and I'm going to be concentrating a lot on them white roses. I'm actually just going to pull one out a bit more and bend it towards me so I can get a bit more light cascade on it, because what I'm hoping to do is use the actual shape of the petals rolling round to get something I want. And like I said, I'm not looking for sharp, I'm looking for something nice, soft and gentle. There's a couple of shots straight away without even adding anything or doing anything to them. I like them straight away. But what I want to do is use the light a bit more to my advantage. Oh, that one looks nice. Nice V in this one. And what I'm after as well is some black and white images, believe it or not. The petals just cross. The leaves just cross. The petals cross. And this is what is drawing me to them these pictures. I'm after them lines. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add some light now, just to see and get some more different textures and colours. So I'm going to try a colour, I'm going to try a bit of blue in the pictures. I want to see if that bit of blue just gives me anything different before I move everything around. And it does actually, it softens that up a nice lot, should I say a lot. Let me try this one here. Not too bad, brain keen on these rolled over bits. That's nice and supple and soft. That is very nice and supple and soft. But I'm more interested in these blue ones over here. These ones here, so I'm going to have a look at these ones. What I'm going to do as well is I'm going to try and shoot through the flowers as well. I'm going to try and move this round here because it's in my way a bit. That's loud better. Here we go. Let's bring it all up. Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. Let it begin. We can actually get rid of that one out of the way. Oh yeah, that's it. So all I've done is just literally put the light onto the side of it. Like I said, it's blue. I just want something different. I want some blue into the pictures, blue in the background. But it really is all about picking a subject out and just going around, seeing what you can see, seeing what you like. Now that should give me a nice, with the rose at the back, that might give me a nice background. Oh yes, have a look at that one. Right, let me just pull that around a bit more. Let me just change the light. I am now just chasing light. Not too bad. Bit bright though. Let's have a look at some more. Oh, look at that. Now this is going to be a different kettle of fish now, because the light, let me try with this rose actually. I'm actually putting light now into the rose. So I'm lighting the back of the rose up, literally inside of the rose up. Oh, look at that. That is nice. And what I've done, like I said, I've just literally got the light, pushed it through. Now you haven't got to use these lights. You can use absolutely any light you want, just to give it the bit of brightness. Ooh, ooh, oh, let me try that. Way too bright. No, it's on 26%, no wonder. Let's knock the power down. As I do, shouldn't try and knock the power down, it's changing colour. Let's go through the colours. That's nice. Back to 1%. And I'm liking it. That's even better. I'm just underlighting it with this. Oh yes. I hope you're enjoying these images. And like I said, because with the shutter speed, I can handle it when it's perfect. It is ideal. I slightly change my settings. 180 of shutter speed, 2.8, ISO 200. Let's have a look, see what else we can have a look at. Let's try these little other flowers now again. Let's try and light these up from the back. I'm actually going to knock that back off a bit now to get more of the flower in focus. That's lovely and gentle. Rolls of gentleness. What I'm trying to do as well is keep the composition working. I'm trying to keep the flower petals coming around from the left to right, so I know that I'm getting something nice and gentle. And like I said, all I'm doing is taking pictures. I'm not looking for anything specific. I'm just seeing if there is a picture that can be made. Right, but actually, try that one again. That's very nice. It's mad, isn't it? It is. All you got to do is keep moving everything around. Just don't stop. There's pictures everywhere. Every time you move your light, you got a picture. Well, that's a nice statement picture. Very happy with that. Using two lights together now. A bunch of flowers for a couple of quid from the shop that people are going to throw away to take pictures. Because if you didn't get them, somebody else would have had them, and somebody else would have took the pictures or chucked them away. We live in a wasteful society, but I'm loving these soft and gentle pictures, especially with this little light. I've also done a bit of ICM as well. Put the aperture right the way up. F20, slowed the shutter right down to 2 seconds. Actually, no, I'm gonna go 2.5 seconds. Then I'm just gonna settle in and just flick, or even better, settle it in and move it around and come with some ICM pictures as well. Have you ever done ICM pictures? It is a good way of getting something that you ain't seen before. Right, it's abstracty. What I'll try to do is leave it for a couple of seconds, or for a second, and then move it around, and then see what I come up with, because I want it sharp for about a second, then a second of movement. So what did you think of those images? Simple as the key. Camera, lens, open your aperture up, get as close as you can, and then use your background to get, blur the background out and get some creativity flowing like I've just shown you. Now, I know if you haven't got flowers at home or whatever, what I've been doing is buying some of these. I've been buying some artificial flowers and then literally using these as well, because they're very good quality ones, but because we're using a soft focus, it allows you to get away with doing it this way. As long as you've got some light on it, you're going to be fine. But I hope you've enjoyed this little video and got to the end of it, and thank you very much everybody for all the comments and support you've been giving me over the last few videos. But until next time, stay safe and happy snapping!